Hi everybody. I've decided to do a short video. Well, I'm going to try and make a short video. I've been doing this for a while now, but I never really told you what got me into wrestling and what got me hooked. So I figured I would do that now. Um, I started watching in I say the mid 1980s with my great grandfather, Malcolm Graves. He's the one that got me watching wrestling. The first match I remember watching was Hulk Hogan beating the Iron Sheik for the WWF title. Um, I'm not saying I never watched anything before that, just the first one I remembered. I remember my great grandfather, he did not like Hulk Hogan at all. Holy, I remember him yelling at TV all the time because Hogan always won. He always overcame, but then yet the poses at the end of like the matches, like sometimes the posing lasted longer than the match. And didn't he hate it so bad? He's the one that really got me watching it, and I kind of knew that it wasn't real. Like, I didn't realize how much went into it. Like, I knew there's no way a guy could beat up that bad, then come back and win every time. Like, I kind of knew. This is before Vince McMahon admitted that it was all predetermined and stuff. So, they were very secretive. I don't know if my great grandfather knew. I just know he did not like Hulk Hogan. That's my biggest memory over there right now. He hated Hulk Hogan. But he, my great grandfather, not Hulk Hogan, he meant a lot to me. He's one that got me watching, and we used to go over to my grandparents a lot when I was growing up. And he used to get wrestling tapes from somebody. I have no idea who he got them from, but we would watch it. That was my time with him, was watching wrestling, and it meant the world to me. I kept watching through the years. I did stop for a short period after he passed away, but I did. I went back to it obviously. I had an uncle, Freeman. His name's Freeman. He's the only person I knew that recorded every pay per view. The only one I knew that could afford to get every pay per view. So when I used to go to my friend Mike's house, they actually lived down the road from each other. So he used to let us borrow the pay per view on VHS tape. Remember those? Then we take it back to him the next day. But so the reason I started watching wrestling was my great grandfather. And as kids do, they kind of look up to the older person and follow them. I hated Hulk Hogan too, just because he did. Um, but so he started it. Now I'm going to tell you what got me hooked. It was certain things. It definitely was not Hulk Hogan. One of the things that got me hooked, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Loved listening to that guy talk. Look at him. It's kind of beat up, but I cherish it anyway. He got me hooked from the talking. As far as in the ring, of course, Macho Man, Miss Elizabeth. Loved Macho Man. I've said that before. My all-time favorite. One of my favorite women of all time. So they got me going. Now, I really enjoyed tag team wrestling in the 1980s. Holy crap, I loved it. The Hart Foundation, Bret Hart. Sadly, I have not been able to find a Jimmy Hart or Jim Neal Neidhart figure. Hopefully 2019 is the year where I finally get them. As well as Demolition, because I love them as well. Now, they put on great matches, got me into it. Now, this is gonna, for the people that watch it back then, the one that got me hooked, the entertainment aspect of it, that it really entertained me, even though, okay, the entertainer that really got me hooked into it, the Honky Tonk Man. That's right. I loved the Honky Tonk Man, even though I knew I shouldn't have. But come on, he's a Honky Tonk Man. He's cool. He's cocky. He's bad. he did. He was just. I loved it. Little dancing he did. So those are the people that got me hooked into it. But I wouldn't have gotten hooked if my great-grandfather had not have started me on that journey of letting me watch it with him. I say letting me because I was an annoying child, so it must have been not very fun for him. But I loved it. Even the time I spent with him, listening to him yell at Hulk Hogan to stay down all the time, it meant the world to me. So that's what got me watching wrestling. And those are the people from the 1980s that got me hooked. As well as Jake the Snake Roberts. Love me, Jake the Snake Roberts. So, that's all. I just wanted to let everybody know what did it. Like, we all have, I hope everybody has their things that they're into, whether it be wrestling, comic books, movies, music, whatever. Everybody has that one thing that they should be able to pinpoint what got me into it, what got me hooked. And that's what I want to know. If you're watching this, in the comments below, let me know what got you hooked into your favorite fandom of whatever it is. Since this is a wrestling channel, if you're watching this, if you're a wrestling fan, what got you into it? If you're as hooked as I am, what got you hooked to it? No matter what it is, let me know what got you hooked. Anyway, I just wanted to let you all know, so get a little deeper into knowing who I am. Anyway, as usual, like, dislike, subscribe, hit that notification bell. As usual, keep enjoying the WWE, everybody. Thank you.